Captains coming out for the coin toss. For the Spartans, their captains include number 82, Brad Vergara, number 84, Pele Di Francesca, number 22, Ben Martin, and number 59, who was an early one, not on my sheet. For the Eagles, their captains, number 3, Michael Bates, number 11, Mitchell Gavros, number 99, Jonathan Carmody, and number 57, Jake Holt. So a good afternoon to all of you, wherever you may be viewing this Gridiron South Australia match, whether it be live here at the Riverside Oval in pleasant Port Adelaide, or whether you're watching on the stream courtesy of 180 Creations. The audio will be pretty much like a PA rather than a normal commentary, because it does go live around the ground. Big double header today, the end of the first round robin series in Gridiron South Australia, of which there are 3 before we go to the playoffs. The Eagles lost to the Hogs after a tight first half in the season opener, but took care of the Chiefs a couple of Friday nights ago at Victoria Park, whereas the Spartans had a round 1 victory against the Chiefs and lost last week under the Friday night lights to the Hogs. We've got the captains ready to go. We've got the teams ready to go. It looks like our officials might be on Queensland time just for the moment. Sure, they won't be too far away. 2 games today. The second one will have a 3 o'clock kickoff Adelaide time. That is between the undefeated Hogs and the winless Chiefs. This is a battle for second spot. Indeed, the winner of this will be tied for top at the end of the game, pending the Hogs match to follow. It's like playing with a bomb. It's just the wires. Don't cut the wire. So technologically advanced in our older age. Okay, looks like we've got the important third team ready to rock and roll. We'll have the coin toss and the game will get underway in a couple of minutes. So the Eagles have won the toss. They have deferred and will be kicking and defending the clubhouse, and the Spartans will be receiving and will be defending the southern end, or the Grand Junction Road end, here at Riverside. And for those watching on the stream, apologies, we're a little bit lower this week than normal. The scaffolding is somewhere on a truck, probably in Victoria, getting through state border control as we speak. Do have number we got here. Number 70, Benjamin Taylor, has the kick-off duties. Isaac Musalam, one of two Spartans, ready to receive. And this one is underway. High kick. You can see the breeze. In fact, that Aaron Thesaurus has it. He is down at the 30-yard line, and that is where the Spartans will take over. We've come from Victoria Park, which was the full 100-yard field. You'll notice pretty early in the piece that here at Riverside, to fit in the rugby goalposts in the correct spot, because those goalposts ain't moving, it's a 90-yard field. First and 10 Spartans from the 30. Running play off the bat. A lot of Eagles there ready to form the welcoming committee. Nathan Palmer, number 17 on the carry, loss of 1 yard. So let's try going to the air. Gain some forward progress on the far side. Jello Guevara, number 21 on the reception. Gain of about 4. This time quarterback keeps, has room on the commentary side. First down, Spartans. Gain of about 8-9 yards on the play. First down of the afternoon. Long pass into Eagles territory, intended for Alex Shabani. Incomplete, will bring up second down. Second down and 10 from the 43. That is met. Two Eagles pretty much simultaneously. Jonathan Carmody, number 99, and Benjamin Taylor, number 70. No gain. In fact, just the slightest of losses. First third down of the match. This is third down and 10. Pass tipped, and anybody's there for a moment. Intended for Guevara. Incomplete, will bring up fourth down. Francesca also backing up as the punter. This is going to lob inside the 20, and the bounce was too good. was set up nicely for possibly downing inside the 20, but rolls into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And the Eagles will have ball for the first time today from their own 20-yard line. And that is a 47-yard punt. Eagles ball, 1st and 10. The side pass. Gains a couple. That's from Sam Crummy to Spencer Lamotte. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. This one is battered at the line of scrimmage and will go incomplete. Number 54, Michael Bain, got his mitt on the ball. Brings up 3rd down. Pass thrown towards the sideline. No real receiver in the vicinity, will go incomplete. So that's a pretty quick 3 and out for the Eagles, and they'll be punting from deep in their own territory. From the 23, good low kick into the breeze, will take an Eagles bounce. Picked up at the 26-yard line, down at the 32. Spartans will take over. First down and 10 Spartans as they just untangle the chains. Can't play music. just say it. First down and 10. Into some traffic, and is that a catch? Spartans think it is. That's the biggest play of the day. Guevara with it. Chains on the move pretty quickly, and Spartans are into Eagles territory at the 35. So that's a 23-yard pass completion. This time De Francesca keeps. That's good yardage for a first down run. 7 yards. So Spartans will be keen to score early here. They did leave it until the last quarter to get on the board with the Hogs. By that stage they were down by plenty. High snap, but brought down well. Pass out to Palmer, who's caught it, looking for some yards down the beachside sideline. And the field has a bit of a beach feel about it. Plenty of sand out there as it recovers from a season of rugby league with the Raiders, I think, and rugby union with the Pirates. And that's a first down run down at the 23. Palmer gets the call after the incomplete play. Gains about 7. We'll set up a third down and 3. Riverside under pressure, met. Loose ball by the partying that's happening by the football. And number 61, Ethan Galley, has come up with the ball. That is a fumble, turnover. Eagles ball. Run on the outside, number 21 has broken it loose well into the defensive backfield. Ronaldo Gagiano. And that is the Eagles' first down of the day. This time not as much room to run. He's hard to get down, and he's managed after being held up at the line of scrimmage for what seemed to be an eternity. Gagiano has scampered forward for 11 yards. So 2 plays, 32 yards, and the Eagles are in Spartans territory. And that deemed to be incomplete forward pass. Second down and 10. Oh, he made the move but left the ball behind. This is going to be a fumble. And I think the Spartan here came up with it. Might have been 54, might have been 14. 54 from Michael Bain. Fumble recovery, that's 2 turnovers now. Di Francesca takes off, has some room up the middle, takes on 2 defenders and keeps on going. How many American quarterbacks do you see do that? 12-yard run, first down Spartans. Most times a quarterback sees 2 defenders approaching, they can't get on their knees quickly enough. On this occasion there was a slight gap and Di Francesco went right through it. So he's on 29 yards off 3 carries as a running threat. On this occasion, nowhere to escape. Matt Lindley has himself a quarterback. And that is a sack. Loss of 7. Actually, give a correction on that. Looks to be about a loss of about 5. Given some forward progress there. Di Francesca to throw out. Caught. Trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage was Luke Pudney. Gain of 5. So quarterback stats, Di Francesco 4 from 7, 36 yards. He's found 3 different receivers thus far, but has a challenge here, 3rd down and 10. And given he was on the run, probably not going to go down as a sack, but that is a loss of a couple of yards. Again, Matt Lindley was in the vicinity. Ben Taylor was there as well. 4th down and 10, and this is usually punting time. Kick is up nice and high. Good hang time. Again takes a Spartan bounce. We'll be down inside the 20, down at around about the 12, maybe 14. If it is at the 14, that's a 38-yard punt, and it's one of those anomalies that the punting stats, when they look at the average kick, it's not always the distance that is is the critical thing. It's better to place it inside the 15 than to kick it another 10 yards and have it come back as a touchback. So the Eagles will start at their 13. They'll start 1st and 10 with a running play. And it looks like Gargiano is going to get a lot of work today. This one's met in the backfield. And that's going to be a reasonably big loss. Third down 12. One thing about the Eagles is they certainly run a quick offense. Incomplete will bring up 4th down. Given the Eagles are at their own 10-yard, would be absolutely shocked if they didn't punt from here. Flag on the play. First time we've seen that, as their kick is picked up at the 35-yard line. Run back by Nasaris. He gets into Eagle territory. But just hold the phone because there is a flag. If the play holds, so penalty is going to be at the end of the run. So in the end, that was not a bad punt by the Eagles. Went from their 10 to the Spartan 35. That's 45-yard punt. The return brought it back 20 yards, and the penalty another 5. So if you just joined us, no score is yet. Later stages of the first quarter, the ball's been going back and forth a fair bit. Spartans 4th turn with it. And this is their best field position. They've started a drive at the Eagles' 28-yard line. Long pass for the end zone. Caught, touchdown! Jello Guevara, 28-yard dart to the scoreboard corner. And the Spartans have opened the scoring 6-0. "28-yard scoring drive over 2 plays. Now looking like they're going for the extra 2 points from the 3-yard line. And good fake handoff. Everybody looked at the runner going in and open receiver Ben Martin in the corner. That is a goods for 2 points. And that makes it an early 8-0 lead to the Spartans on the verge of quarter time. Right on quarter time. 8-0 Spartans. So Spartans have broken the deadlock. 101 yards of offence in that quarter. 64 through the air, 37 on the ground. Kick picked up at the 11-yard line. Brought out to just shy of the 30. Spencer Lamott on the return, Eagles ball. Looks like we had a timeout called to the Spartans. Might be some numbers issue or equipment issue. Each team does have the availability of 3 timeouts per half. Flag on the play. Alex Rossi, number 32, the ball carrier. Only the one penalty called in that first quarter. That was a 5-yarder. Flag's been waved off. Again, not something you often see in the States, but does occasionally occur here after a bit more of a conference. So the run of 5 yards, 2 at Rossi will stand. And Rossi gets the call again, breaks across the 40, and that is a first down for the Eagles. I've got that as the Eagles' second first down. This one's intercepted. Musalam likes to run with the ball. Took about a few Eagles to get him down. Of course, former Eagle running back. And he's back at the 34-yard line. So 3rd turnover of the day. 2 to the Eagles, 1 to the Spartans. That's the first pick. from the 38. Holds up into the wind. Chance to be caught. No, out of bounds. Luke Pudley, nice grab, good hands. Just the feet weren't quite on the field of play. Breeze, from what I can tell, blowing from those on the stream, blowing from right to left, which in some ways is not a bad way to pass it, because into the breeze it just holds up nicely for the receiver. Palmer, the carry and gain of 3 will bring up 3rd down and 7. Spartans not their crack hot on 3rd down as yet. I've got them 0 for 3 at the moment. Di Francesco, I reckon he made about the 4 Eagles miss on that occasion. Gained 4 yards, but short of the 1st down marker. He's bang on midfield. Fourth down. Oh, hello. Short snap. Andrew Stevens wants to play punter. And I guess when you have the status that Andrew Stevens has at the Spartans, you can choose to do that. Ball is placed. Not quite an inside 20, unfortunately. Close, at the 24. Hope you all got to watch a little bit of the Rams-Seahawks game yesterday in the NFL and see Aussie Michael Dixon blow up the internet with his 2 punts in 1 play. Flag down. Crummy got back to the line of scrimmage. Early flag thrown. So 5th time that the Eagles have had the ball. They've punted twice, fumbled once, been intercepted once. Longest series so far has been about 6 plays with the ball. 1st down 15, 5-yard penalty against the Eagles. Again, the quarterback keep and a gain of 1 yard. Crummy pursued and well pursued by Ben Martin. One of those great 2-way players. He's caught a 2-point conversion catch and is roaming wild on defence. Loss of a couple. Third down, 15 to go here for the Eagles, and as mentioned, both sides have struggled on third down today. Crummy steps into the pocket, tipped, and yeah, almost a interception lotto there. 4 players could have gone for it, and 2 of them, I think, ran into each other trying to pick off the tip drill. One of them, Michael Gavros, is up. The other one, not in good nick. Could be 18, Sebastian Burford Gorst, we think. Well spotted, Jeff. Well spotted.
I could get in closer. It's not as good as, but my problem is because these things have got autofocus.
Yeah.
It goes for the closest person, so I've got to go wider to make sure the thing doesn't go in and out of focus all the time.
It's the same thing with the sandful. We want vision for the coaches, but now we want vision for the people paying the $28 to watch it.
Yeah, I don't get a bad deal really. I mean, considering the amount of games they get where they didn't use it.
Yeah. Oh, it's far better when just you can watch your club and just your club. Yeah. Alrighty, good to see Seb back up. And 4th down and long for the Eagles. They'll be punting, well, the line of scrimmage is the 18. Benjamin Taylor is the punter. Was 41 yards with the first punt. And 45 with the second, so high snap, which he brings down well. And overhand kick, touched but picked up by the Spartans. I'm not sure if that's the greatest idea to try and reach out backwards to touch it, but Nasaris picked it up, returned it. And that is an excellent punt. That's a 47-yard punt, longest on the day. So Spartans with a bit of momentum here. Their defence is keeping the Eagles pretty much to 3 and outs at the moment. Their offence has managed to strike once downfield. And Spartans have called their second timeout. First down and 10 for the Spartans. great duo there that refused to be stopped there. Number 61, Ethan Galley. Number 99, Jonathan Carmody, I think. It will be marked forward progress, which won't seem as much of a loss as you'd think. Still a loss of about 4 yards on that play. Pass out, intended for Pudney, incomplete. So again we have this third down situation. I don't think any team's managed to crack a third down conversion as yet. And they're starting to get longer and longer. This is 3rd and 13. This one is there if caught, which it is. Pinpoint pass, and Alex Shabani managed to get between 2 layers of the Eagles' defence there. And that is the first down conversion of the day. And on about a 16-yard pass. So DeFrancesco, I've got him 6 from 11 on the quarterback stats. 80 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions as that that play gains about 4 yards. Again, trying to get behind the Eagles' defence. Shabani's done it again. And they are down to the 20-yard line. So this is one of the longest drives so far in terms of plays and yardage. And having beaten the Eagles' defence long a couple of times, they mixed it up with a run up the middle without much gain. In fact, no gain at all. Injured Spartan on the play. Looks to be a bit of cramp. Just trying to stretch it out. I think number 61 for the Spartans, who is Alf Reynolds. Might not, but no, it might be a bit more serious than the cramp. Now something with second down. 10 yards to go. Pass towards the end zone, incomplete. Timothy Tukaba, one of the Eagles, to provide some defensive pressure. 3rd and 10. Probably 4 down territory at this point. And this occasion, great play from the D. And that's a name we've been mentioning a fair bit today, Benjamin Taylor, number 70. And in the scheme of things, that's a big loss. That's a loss of about 8 yards. Second time that the Eagles have got to the sack so far. 4th down, there really is not a lot of point punting from here. But they need 18 yards on this play to keep the ball. And had half a chance. Shabani is getting himself open. This time couldn't get to the ball. Turnover on downs. First one for the day. It's 8-0 Spartans. Eagles ball as the sunshine breaks through. Lovely run here. Ronaldo Gagiano moves the chains with an 11-yard scamper. Just very hard to get a hit on. Ball at the 41, that was a gain of 12. And it worked once before, why not try it again? Gain of 7 makes 60 yards off 7 carries for Gagiano thus far. 2nd and 3, good down position to be in. Met in the backfield. And a lot of that yardage gain just been lost right back. Number 54, Michael Bain, has been busy in the backfield today. Third and 9. Gagiano made some forward progress, but not before being tackled well short of the first down marker. He's right on midfield, which here at Riverside is the 45-yard line. In fact, he's just into Spartans territory. Fourth down and 5, and the Eagles have decided they're going to go for it here. Need 5 yards to keep the ball. And they didn't want the first down, they wanted the touchdown, uncatchable, one of the calls, and that will be a turnover on downs. And this is why you don't see a lot of teams risk it is because if you don't make it, you turn the ball over. Spartans will get it at midfield. So 16 yards gained on that drive over the course of 5 plays. For the 7th time this half, the Spartans have the football. Oh my goodness! I reckon that'll look pretty spectacular on the videotape. But that's why you need a good lineman on the blind side. Because Benjamin Taylor had himself a static quarterback to deliver some punishment to. Loss of 6. We should make it loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Pudney caught it behind the line of scrimmage, got back to it and gained a couple. Two-minute warning. There are 2 minutes left in this first half. Di Francesco 104 yards passing, 8 completions from 14 attempts, 1 touchdown. Oh, that's beautifully brought in. Was it in bounds? I reckon it might be. Yep, first down Spartans. Shabani again is dominating on that sideline, and if the ball can get to him, he's making the catches. So that's a 19-yard pass play. Another first down. That is the 5th first down the Spartans have through the air today. First and 10 from the 30. Intended for Pudney, incomplete. Stops the clock, which is important, because the Spartans are probably thinking they got a shot here at adding to their 8-0 lead. And if they can, it will take some serious momentum into the halftime break. So they've had 16 pass attempts, 13 runs. Pretty balanced offense. And that's play that gained a couple of yards, stayed in bounds, so the clock is ticking here. Spartans only have 1 timeout left. They used one pretty early in the game and another one in the second quarter. 3rd down and 8. Quarterback under pressure, rolls out nicely. Ben Martin shrugs off the first tackle. Still barreling towards that end zone, will be a couple of yards short. That's 1st and goal for the Spartans. Pass play of about 22 yards. Yeah, not sure how long they've got left, but the clock is ticking. To the air. A lot of traffic. And that at least stops the clock. So the clock stops, second and goal. Should be inside the final minute of the first half. Get a time check shortly. And the man who's made some great catches today, Alex Shabani, that is his fourth. There is a late flag thrown, I suspect, after the touchdown catch. Just wait and see how this is adjudicated. So, touchdown stands, and there's going to be one less Eagle playing in the second half. So right now, 14-0 Spartans. This is a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And time down. To the back corner to Martin. Caught the first one, was caught up in traffic for the second. Ruled incomplete. And is that it for the half? Oh, we've got time for one or two more plays. Looks like we're going to get a kickoff. So it is 14-0 in favour of the Spartans.
To see more Gridiron than anyone else in Adelaide, I reckon.
So with the penalty, it's going to be marked at midfield, which is the 45. Geez, if it was Canadian football, you'd try a rouge here. So the trick here, everyone's just checking a rouge. What's that? Well, okay, I think everyone's on the same page now. Not sure how long is left of the first half. It's got to be seconds rather than minutes. Let's see if this can pin the Eagles deep or they can get a good return back. Low kick into the end zone. And that, after all of that, it'll be a touchback. And the Eagles will have probably the last touch of the ball in the first half. Don't forget, second game is at 3 o'clock as the Hogs play the Chiefs. End zone or bust. Not a bad play. Spencer Lamott got a step on the defenders. That would have been the touchdown of the season had it have been caught and run all the way back. Instead, it's just incomplete. This time intended for Daniel Toy, number 81, but he had plenty of... Actually, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Ronaldo Gagiano, but he had plenty of friends in the vicinity. So 3rd and 10. Oh, this is stopping the clock. And in the end, in the circumstances, that's not a bad run, because it will probably, to Alex Rossi, number 32, that will probably deny the Spartans another turn with the ball. First down. Clock does stop momentarily to reset the chains. We're back underway. And through a couple of pairs of hands. Incomplete. Does stop the clock. And I reckon that's half time, folks. So, pretty entertaining game thus far. Both teams getting plenty of run turns with the ball. 2 touchdowns, 3 turnovers, a few penalties, and ejection. What more could you want? If you're peckish, we do have some food and refreshments available for you in the Scouts tent, in the scoreboard pocket. Sure, they'd love your patronage. Second half will be back underway in about 15 minutes. Welcome back, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the break. Hopefully enjoyed some of the refreshments on offer. The Hogs and the Chiefs are gathering in the scoreboard pocket. They are, of course, the 3 o'clock game. An hour and a bit away. If you've recently joined us, it is 14-0 to the Spartans. 2 passing touchdowns. 1 2-point conversion. Special cheerio to those watching on the stream. It's just about set to get underway. Jaden Casbara, number 20, is the kicker for Port Adelaide. Yep, there's the ball. Now kick it. Which he does. Line drive kick, hits some sand. Here come the Eagles. So the Eagles need to get some offense going. We had a punt, fumble, punt, intercept, punt, turnover on downs, and then the half-time break. Don't think they've had a drive longer than 6 plays, and as yet haven't made it inside the opposition 30. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Gain of 2 to 3.
I'm going to go and sit down. Talk to you later. Nice hat, by the way, cheesy.
One bright light has been the running of the Eagles. Ronaldo Gargiano, number 21, of 63 yards rushing for the first half. Alex Rossi's come into it a little bit as well. Ball carrier on that occasion. So they gain 2 yards on the first play, another 3 on the second. Third down and a long 4, short 5. Seb Burford, who came off injured earlier, he's back in the game, and nice catch, and especially the yards after reception. Enough for a first down, so that's the first time I think the Eagles have converted a third down opportunity. Rossi gains another couple. So this is the battle for second spot. Second down and 8. Burford is wide open. Got fingers to it, but not enough of it to make the catch. Third down coming up. Rossi the carry, gains about 3. Interesting fourth down decision coming up here for the Eagles. Trailing by 2 touchdowns. Almost a full half of football to go. And they're lining up to punt. Chance to put the Spartans deep in their own territory. Placement kick for that sideline. Out of bounds at around about the 15. Not out of bounds, touched. So that's only a 28-yard punt, which doesn't look great in the stats, but it did the job. One of the anomalies with punting statistics. First down and 10. Spartans, their first use of the ball in the second half. Loss of a yard. Okay, ruled an incomplete pass, I think, which takes out of play a whole bunch of other issues. Third down. Was that picked off? It is indeed. And it is number 3, Michael Bates, who gives the Eagles their best shot at getting on the scoreboard thus far. So this is the Eagles' chance. First time they've had it in the red zone all game. Right up the middle, unstopped express service to the end zone. I know Ronaldo Gargiano has himself a touchdown. The Eagles are on the board and the game is on. Makes the scoreboard 14-6. Not that you can really see the scoreboard too well at the moment. They're going for the extra 1 point attempt. Reduce an 8-point margin to 7. Joe with the kick. He's good. Always love seeing a good extra point. 14-7. Next week we're back, same time, same venue. At least the teams are. It will be the first games of the second round robin series. 12 o'clock, the Chiefs and Spartans do battle. At 3 o'clock next week, the Eagles take on the Hogs. Games are played here pretty much every Saturday, 12 and 3, with except for October 30th. We've got a bye.
4th of December will be the preliminary final, 2nd versus 3rd, and the 11th of December will be the championship game, the Great Southern Bowl. Eagles just being reminded, kickoffs are from the 30 these days. All right, being touched. It's a live ball. Well, it was live already. John Tyler Riddington, number 8, with the run back. Flag on the play. Spartans and Eagles will clash again. November 13th, and they will actually play the last game of the regular season. 3 o'clock on November 27th. So every team gets to play each other 3 times. Usually means if 2 teams are tied in the standings, the result of those 3 meetings is what decides things. So again, the Spartans are going to start off in tricky field position where they would not want to make another error. The last one, the Eagles converted very, very promptly. First and 10 from the 12-yard line. Shabani was their go-to player late in the first half on that touchdown scoring drive. Had 2 defenders in the vicinity. Second down and 10. And that's a huge defensive play. The Spartans getting backed up towards their goal line. Putting the pressure on Tomoshi Tukaba and Ben Taylor. And now they're back to about the 7 or so. Maybe the 6. On 3rd and long. Will they just concede the down and punt it, or will they put it into the air and maybe have it picked off? Deeper in the end, they did neither except get sacked, and that was only a couple of yards away from being a safety. Instead, it's going to be 4th down and about 21. And this is not much room for error. DeFrancesca, the punter, if he takes a big step back, it'll be out the back of the end zone for a safety, 2 points. Well, the Eagles come trying to block it. High snap, brought down, kick away, actually whistle blew. Stepped out the back of the end zone. I reckon that's the ruling. DeFrancesca had to go high to get the high snap. deemed to have gone back, going up for it and stepped on the back line, and that is a 2-point safety. That's my guess of it. Just waiting for official confirmation. Okay. So just a reminder, the score. Yeah. So the score's already been updated. Safety. It is 14-9. And that's huge, because if the Eagles get a touchdown, they don't need a conversion, they would have the lead. Just to explain, if you are tackled in your own end zone or step out the back with the ball, it's 2 points to the opposition, and you have to kick the ball back to them. Usually it's a free kick, so it can be a punt, it can be off the tee. Teams to take their pick. Spartans are electing to go off the tee, so right now this game is flipped and some serious momentum to the Eagles. Long line drive kick, that's gone. Oh, that's a great kick. Could be an even better run back, but to start off at your 20 and get it down inside the 10. That's 60 yards plus a bit. Eagles got it back out to about the 30. But Spartans won that play. And now the Eagles, who started the half trailing by 14, now trail by just 5. And they've got a good run up the sideline to their star running back in Gargiano. He scored the touchdown. He's got 14 yards on that carry. Got him on 93 yards rushing at the moment. He's looking to crack the ton right here. He's going to come pretty close, actually. Late flag thrown. So it was around about a 9-yard run. Penalty assessed at the point. It was a 10-yard run. In essence, we've gone from 1st and 10 to 1st and about 11. Another flag on the play. All right, back-to-back holding penalties. That one's going to hurt a bit more. That one's pushing him back to the 25. So it's now a second down and 21. No, first and 21. Now it's second down. Burford one-on-one went trying to take a specky over Musalam. A little bit harder to do with helmets on. Incomplete. Third and long. I'll tell you, the Eagles don't take much time getting reset for their plays. Crummy hit as he threw. Incomplete. Alf Reynolds, number 61. The Man Mountain with the Oilers helmet. And as strange as that may look, I don't mind to see the odd Oilers helmet just pop up from time to time. Fourth down and a long way to go. Eagles looking to punt. Martin again, the kick heading for that side. Oh, no, it's going to be picked up inside the field at the 3rd, across the 20. Aaron Nasaris on the return. So again, a punt about the 43, 44 yards. Spartans ball. Their offense needs to Spartans need to go back in the change rooms and find where they left their offense at the break. They've had 2 times with the ball. First one was an intercept. Second one was a safety. First and 10. Palmer does well to avoid the initial rush. Has some yards up the middle and yeah, got to the first down marker. Flag thrown late. Starting to see those yellow hankies come into the game a bit more as the maybe a bit of fatigue starts to set in. So, good play for the Spartans. 10-yard run, 15-yard penalty. And the Eagles are starting to rake up some penalty yardage here. That's 35 yards in the last 5 minutes or so. First and 10 Spartans at the Eagle 40-yard line. Palmer again, some good running room up the middle. He got 10 on the last carry, 12 on that one. First down, Spartans. First down and 10. Di Francesca copped it twice. And the first defender who got him I think hasn't come up the best himself, but that's Jonathan Carmody. Loss of 7, second down, 17. Palmer met well and truly in the backfield. That'll be another loss. Tomochi Tukaba. It's third down and longer. Third down. Oh, and there was almost visions of a pick six there. Intended for Jello Guevara. Abdulkader Jaul was in the vicinity. Had he have caught that, there was no one between him and the end zone. Fourth down. Not a catastrophic drive for the Spartans, but they're back punting. Kick away. Down at about the 10. Nicely positioned again. Will only be registered as about 28 yards, but especially effective. So if you recently joined us, Spartans owned the first half. Put 2 touchdowns on the board, including one pretty late in the piece. Took a 14-0 lead. Third quarters belonged to the Eagles with a intercept converted into a touchdown and a safety. Now they're looking to march down the field here. They're going to start at about their 12-yard line, and that run is the end of the third quarter. With this game delicately poised. And I've got Giorgiano with 99 yards rushing. One more. High snap, danger. Loose ball. Eagles got it back. Just. It's going to be a pretty big loss on the play. And now the Eagles find themselves where the Spartans were, backed up around about the 5-yard line. Trailing by 5. They're going to put it up. Incomplete. 4th down. Now it will be the Eagles that will be punting out of their end zone. And if I was Benjamin Taylor, I would be very, very aware of where that back line is. Punts away. Out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. No return, which is probably the key thing there. Spartans, almost a chance to put this one away if they can make it a 2-score contest. Palmer's carry, gain of 3. And that's a... Oh, I have a feeling that's going to be for some big yardage when they get thrown that late. It's not for a false start. Personal foul against the Spartans, 15 yards. That's going to take that great field position and put him back to midfield. Or the 43-yard line. There is one more game. We're at 1 hour away from the start of that, 3 o'clock kickoff. Unless this one goes late and we need to have the mandatory half-hour break. Second down and 23. Jello Guevara, the intended receiver, incomplete as the sun comes out. Reasonably pleasant day for those watching on the stream in Adelaide today. Around about the 16 degrees. Not quite polo shirt. At least you've got some natural insulation. Bit gusty from time to time, but not too bad. Oh, there's a loose ball, and DeFrancesco was the first to realise and got it back just. So both quarterbacks have had to save the possession. To enable their team to punt it away. kicks away. I think that was going to stay in bounds. Will be left by the Eagles. Down at about the 10. So here at Riverside, that means they've got about marked at the 13. They've got about 77 yards to go to take the lead. It's 14-9 to the Spartans. Well, here's their man. Needs 1 yard. Needs a good block at the moment, which he gets. Now he's off. Across the 20 to the 25-yard line. That's 100 yards rushing on the day. To Ronaldo Gargiano and the touchdown run earlier. He has been the backbone of the Eagles' offense this far this afternoon. First down. Gargiano again to the 30, or the 20. Where are we? Second down and 4. And they give the man the hat trick of carries. Marking will be interesting here. Had to get to the 37, and the chains are on the move. That's a first down. So it is one of those rare occasions that the Eagles have put back-to-back first downs on. Trailing by 5. Almost a wildcat play. I'm not sure I saw a handoff there. Gain of 5 yards. So the Eagles' offense is moving quickly and moving well. Spartans' defense not having much time to get a breath back and reorganise. Second down and 5. Here he is again, the 5th straight play. Look at the jive to make him miss. 1 minute he's there, and the next minute he's jumped around. Another first down. That's 5 carries, and I reckon he's gained about 30 yards at least. The Eagles, and I think the Spartans have said, hang on, we need to call a timeout here. It's almost a basketball timeout. Team's got momentum moving. You just got to take a timeout to restructure, calm the farm, and reset things. That said, I reckon Ronaldo Gargiano wouldn't mind a breather either after 5 straight carries. Might freshen him up for another few in a row. Chiefs and Hogs looking on with interest. Hogs will go into the 3 o'clock game unbeaten. Looking to round out the first round robin series with 3 wins. Chiefs looking for first victory of the season thus far. Have had the week off last week, so a bit of time to plan an ambush. First down and 10, Eagles. Guess who? And on this occasion, Michael Bain, an interesting tackling technique. I'm going to jump on top and hang on until he stops. Reasonably effective, gain of 3. They go with a difference to a pass catch, first down. Spencer Lamott with some sharp hands. This is the best Eagles drive today, and that's by some way. Again, Gargiano with the carry. Aaron Thesaurus, first Spartan to get there after a gain of 3. So here we go. Could be a grandstand finish coming up. Just need the grandstand. 20 yards away from the lead. Fumbled ball. Gargiano got it back. Says, oh, play on. Let's keep going. Oh, he's still going. And he's down inside down towards the 10. First down run, if you do not mind. Injured player. I think it's an injured Spartan. From an Eagles perspective, that was life giving them lemons, and they made some lemonade. Still plenty of time left in this contest. If you've joined us, of course, the clock on the stream is very unofficial. And the injured Spartan I've got down as number 64, Dylan Tyrrell. Who's going to get some attention on the sideline. So the ball is marked at the 11. It's 10 yards for the first down, 11 yards for the touchdown, and the lead. Spartans 4 plays to keep them out. Field goal not an option. Pass across, flag on the play. So that was Amy Zubar. Amy Zubar on the reception. Penalty's going to be pretty critical here, where every yard counts. And it will be against the Eagles. And so, yeah, it's 15 for the first down, 16 for the touchdown now. Crummy to the end zone, intercepted! Isaac Musalam picks it off in the end zone. Was intended for Spencer Lamott that got tripped up in the play. Couldn't get to the contest, and the Spartans dodge a big bullet. The Eagles virtually took it down the length of the field. But did not convert. Still a fair bit of time left in this one. Spartans can't probably run out the clock unless they put together an exceptionally long drive. Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Catch caught by Pudney, who's met pretty well straight away before he could head north-south. Gain of a few. 2nd and 7. Incomplete. Stops the clock. Sometimes in these games when they are one-sided and the result has been determined well before the three-quarter time break, the final quarter can go, let's just say, fairly quickly. That's not going to be the case here. It's going to be time to the second, I reckon. 3rd down and 8. Incomplete. Stops the clock. And I'll be absolutely shocked if the Spartans didn't punt from here. If I've got my gist of the wind right, they're going to be punting with the wind at their back. De Francesca showing that Aussie technique of running around, getting in a good position for the kick. Down in the sand, and it doesn't bounce much from there. So that's actually a pretty good punt in the circumstances, down at the 32-yard line. 58 yards the Eagles need to get into the end zone. Going to be a winner here. Will go to 2 and 1, a loser 1 and 2. Yeah, they go to the man who in the end Benjamin Taylor was great at the blocking until he got in the way. In fact, there was another player there as well. That was Mitch Gavros. Gain of 8 on the carry. Clock still running. 12-minute quarters, with the clock being able to be stopped for numerous things. And that's going to be pretty close to the down marker. It looks a first down from here. It is, and they'll move the chains. Ball marked Eagles 44, which is 46 yards away from the end zone. Seb Burford. Always dangerous ball in hand. Spartans come en masse to keep that gain to just a couple. Running play. That was Rossi on the carry. So 3rd down here. Big play for the Eagles. Probably it's a 4 down situation. But they need 6 yards. And they're not going to get them on this occasion. Some good early progress from Gargiano, but the Spartan defence came en masse and kept the gain to just about 4. So you can see the sticks on the Spartan sideline. Oh, and right on the cue, the 2-minute warning on the 4th down play. So this is it game right here for the Eagles? Maybe. 4th down and 3. They need 3 yards to keep the ball. You can see the sticks on the Spartan sideline. The stick with the number, that's where the ball is. And the stick to the right-hand side, that's where they've got to get to. And if they don't get to it this play, Spartans get the ball back. Going to go to the air to Burford. And he did not even get close. Spartans saw it coming. And that's a turnover on downs. So whilst the Spartans offense has struggled for the most part, the Spartans D has done their job. Come up with the big plays when the big plays are needed. So, Spartans have the lead, they have the ball, just under 2 minutes left. So the Eagles need to get the ball back and do something with it. Spartans try and run out the clock, not give the ball back to the Eagles. So the clock stops with a timeout, which the Eagles, I think, have all 3 remaining. Stops with the play with the ball going out of bounds. Stops on an incomplete pass. So Palmer's met at the line of scrimmage. Gain of a yard, and Eagles have, given the clock would have still been running, Eagles have called a timeout, which I think is the first of their 3. They have 2 remaining. And if we have another couple of plays like that with the Eagles stopping the Spartans, then we'll get 4th down and they'll probably get the ball back. So Spartans just can't sit on it just yet. They probably need one more first down should do it. Intended. Oh, they were going for the whole ball game there and then. Intended for Alex Shabani. Now what that does do is that stops the clock, so the Eagles don't need to use a timeout. And that didn't really take up a lot of time either. It's not the usual scenario you'd run that kind of play, but then the element of surprise can be important. 3rd and 9. Flag down, play over. So they'll reset. Be 5 yards against someone. So the Spartans' 3rd down task becomes just that little bit more challenging. Question is, if they're faced with 4th down, what do they do? Quarterback keep escapes the initial rush back to the original line of scrimmage. Did he go out of bounds or did he stay in bounds? That's a fairly critical part. Can't believe he would have run out of bounds. No. So there's a fair bit of time. The Eagles have done a pretty good job, albeit with the Spartans' help, of not using a lot of clock. They have one timeout left in the bank. The clock will stop at the change of possession to reset everything. And then they'll have one timeout and a bit over a minute to try and win this football game. Andrew Stevens gets the punting duties for the Pooch, and that's pretty good. Oh, the players got close to it. Spartans are claiming it touched an eagle. They're parting like it touched an eagle. It touched an eagle. Just waiting on official confirmation. If it accidentally touches an eagle, it's a live ball. It doesn't have to be a deliberate attempt to get at it. Spartans ball. Oh my goodness. There's your game. Basically, that's why when the ball comes down like that, if you're not going to return it, run the heck out of the area. And there is, well, Eagles can use one more timeout if they really want. They know there isn't much point. What a way to end it. In a game that, in totality, had a bit of everything. But the Spartans, 14-0 lead. Looks like they were going to cough it up a couple of times, but found a way to win it. They defeat the Eagles 14-9. Spartans move into second spot. Eagles into third. Next week, Spartans and Chiefs is the 12 o'clock game. The Eagles will be back here at Riverside at 3 to take their anger out on the Hogs. About half an hour or so, 3 o'clock, the second game. Thanks for those that are here. If you're leaving, drive safe. Thanks for those watching on the stream. If you're comfy, we'll be back in about half an hour.